and let everyone believe that success is so clean and comfortable and easy. You want the truth? It is not. Good morning. Hope everyone's doing well. Today is a continuation of our series, and I want to talk to you about, I want to have an honest conversation with you today. Because what I have watched, too many people post their highlight reels online and let everyone believe that success is so clean and comfortable and easy. You want the truth? It is not. So, building Solux Health Solutions today. Building anything will had cost me things that no Instagram post will ever show you. Sleep, certainty, ego, sometimes peace of mind. And today, I'm going to tell you about those costs. And because I believe that most powerful thing I can do for you is not to show you my trophies. It's not to show you, it's to show you the scars, the struggles, right? Because that's what you want to know. That's how you learn. And if I can spare you some time to a mistake or thing that I've done and so that way you don't do it. So I'm gonna talk to you about it today. Now, first is the fear of failure, right? And let me be honest with you about the fear, right? Every time I sign a document for the business, every time I committed to a lease, every time I hired a team member and took on the responsibility of their livelihood, I felt so much fear. Not a little fear, real heavy fear. What if this doesn't work? What if I made the wrong decisions? And what if I let down everyone who believes in me? I grew up watching my family, of course, sacrifice for me to be here in this country. The weight of that sacrifice doesn't leave you. It stays with you and you carry it. And sometimes that weight feels like motivation. And sometimes, if you're honest, it feels like pressure, if I am being honest. And learning to carry that weight without being crushed by it, right? That is something nobody teaches you in nursing school. That is something that you learn by living through it. And let me touch on this. Imposter syndrome as an immigrant, right? There is something that immigrants do not talk about enough. And I want to talk about it today. It is the imposter syndrome, right? So the feeling that at any moment someone is going to figure out that you don't belong, and that you snuck in the room that was not built for you, that your success was a mistake. I have sat in rooms with business owners, executives, physicians, top executives, people who grew up here who had every advantage, and I have felt that voice in the back of my head saying, you should not be here. And every single time I've had to silence that voice and remind myself that I earned every credentials that I carry. I passed every exam. I showed up every shift. I built every relationship. Nobody gave me this. I made this. I made it through the guidance of God. If you feel that voice, I want you to know this. It's a lie. Your presence is not a mistake. In fact, it is a testimony. The sacrifice, right, of building a wonderful business, the sacrifice of the sleepless night. I want to tell you, starting a business while you're working as a nurse is not for the faint of heart. There were days I worked a full-time nursing shift, and I still am working full-time, still at the bedside, and then come home and worked on the business for 3 or more hours. There were weekends that did not feel like weekends, and I missed things. And I have 2 boys, two young boys, and sometimes you miss a few things. I was tired in ways that tired does not fully describe. And I want to be clear about this. This is not a complaint. I'm telling you this because I want you to understand that what you see now, the office, the team, the path that we are on for growth, came at a real price. The people who make it through the hard years are not the people who had it the easiest. There are people who decided that the vision was worth the cost. I made that decision, and I would make it again. Now, what kept me going? To the trials and sleepless nights and working full-time bedside shift, so tired. What kept me going? And I want you to give you a real answer. First of all, my wife, Dr. Muriel Teresol, she never let me quit, not for once. On the days that I was tired, doubtful, she was steady. She reminded me of our mission, and when I could not see it clearly. Second of all, my 2 young boys, my heart and my patients, every patient that I cared for reminded me why this mattered. When a family called to say thank you, when a patient looked at me in the eyes and said, "You changed my life," nothing else mattered. And third of all, Haiti. I carry Haiti with me everywhere I go. Every person who told me dreams like mine do not come true, I carried them too. Not as a burden, but as a fuel to keep me going. And fourth, I refuse to let my beginning determine my ending. I was not born into this. With the grace of God, I'm building something great. And there is dignity in that which cannot be taken away. And I want to talk to those of you who are struggling, the nurses, the entrepreneurs like me, who are struggling every day. I want to speak directly to you out there. Maybe you are a nursing student who failed a test this week. You are questioning everything. If this is the career, if it's something that you want to do. Maybe you are a nurse who is burnt out and wondering if you choose the right profession. And I want to remind you also, maybe you might be an entrepreneur who is not seeing the result that you hope for. And the doubt is getting so loud. I want to tell you this. I see you, my friend, and I've been every one of those people. And I want to tell you this. The fact that it is hard does not mean you are failing. Sometimes the hardest seasons are the ones that are making you into exactly who you need to be. Take it from me. Do not quit in the dark. Wait for the light. The light is at the end of the tunnel. And guess what? It is coming. If you keep on pushing, if you keep on keeping on persevering, right? If you don't give up, it is coming. Trust me. Stay on course. Now, there is a part 5 to this, and the final episode is I'm going to share with you where Solux is going, and the vision that we have. Big vision. And I want to share a little bit of that with you. I'm going to share what I want this journey to mean, not just for me, not just for my wife, my kids, and friends, but for every Haitian, for every immigrant, for every nurse, for every dreamer who watches this channel. Because this story is not just mine. Please do me a favor. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share this episode with someone who needs to hear it today. A nurse, a student, an entrepreneur. And please give me a comment. Drop a comment and tell me what has been the hardest season of your journey. And also, most importantly, what kept you going. And episode 5 or part 5 is coming, and I will see you in part 5. Again, thank you so much for watching, and I really appreciate your time, and thank you and for sharing this, for subscribing, and thank you. And it means a lot to me.